It's interesting to see where Doomfist is now in Overwatch 2 compared to where he was when he entered Overwatch 1 space as a damage hero instead of a tank. I am personally really happy to see that he's not as strong right now, but that's just a period because I don't think any hero should be super weak for a long time. I feel like it should always switch up the balance and make some stronger, some weaker, back and forth. That way I see the game more healthier and more fun to play. But the more I'm playing the game, I realize Doomfist is really the weakest hero in the game right now. He has a really cool kit and everything, but the problem is he doesn't really have an advantage with the kit he's using right now, or I would say the blockage ability doesn't really do much for him. And while you're playing the game, you barely see a Doomfist player anymore. And to be honest, I see basically every other hero in the tank role but Doomfist. And the only time I see a Doomfist player, if you look at the profile record, they're a Doomfist main. That's literally what it is. I don't want to come in here and just start complaining about not seeing a Doomfist player anymore, but I think it's very, wow, that was very, very Swedish to say think. But I think it's very important to have a balanced game. I think it's fun to see some metas going up and down, and I'm worried that if Doomfist is not getting a type of rework during the next patch, you probably would not see him in probably 2 months. It is nice to see that we have maybe not Doomfist for a while, but I think if he's not gonna be able to be here for maybe 2 or 3 months, I think that's over the top and probably needs some change before then. Seeing him not being as strong for 1 month, that's good. But then he probably needs some type of buff where he should be a reliable hero and not a throw pick. I might not be a tank player like many other people that prefer to play it. I'm a DPS main. But I always think it's healthy to have all the heroes being able to have some type of viability. And right now, I don't see Doomfist really good in any scenario. I feel like you have a better pick whatsoever. Right now, for example, you have D.Va that is really, really strong with the engages, which basically is a Doomfist, but has more damage, can block damage not just for himself, but also the whole team with her right click. I think just she is overall a better Doomfist in this case, which really sucks when it comes to the unique abilities you get from Overwatch. But then again, some might just say, but Doomfist is more of a movement-based ability that has a really high agility kit. But for that, I'm just gonna argue again, but we have a better hero for that too in the tank role. We have Wrecking Ball, aka Hammond, that's gonna be able to move around like a big fat ball that's just gonna dominate people more and basically do Doomfist's job, but better. So right now, I feel like Doomfist is in a very awkward pool where he doesn't really fit in. I would even say that Winston, when it comes to the util, is so much better in so many ways. And Doomfist are just there, trying to be useful, and those who are using him with the right hand definitely can be useful. But they're all better picks that can do so much more than what Doomfist can provide right now. And that really sucks when you think about it. Like having so many different heroes that doesn't really provide anything and are not really a viable pick, that kind of ruins the game and the possibility to be able to just pick up different heroes and still be useful. For example, I would say Symmetra is just good in maybe some scenarios, but she's kind of in the same spot there for the DPS. Symmetra could be good, but you never see her in game, and I feel like she probably needs a rework too. And that sucks to say because she already got reworks before to become more viable, but the way the game plays out now is so different, so her kit doesn't really match Overwatch anymore. And some might argue, what do you mean, Bastion? She definitely had some really good kits. You may be right, but the problem is he's not so viable anymore. So I would say that the different heroes that should probably get a rework is Symmetra and Doomfist right now, and maybe not completely rework, but some type of buff that's gonna help them dominate the game a little bit more, but not broken. I feel like Symmetra probably needs a rework to not be busted from trash, because if they're trying to just buff her in one way, she's probably just gonna be busted instead of good balanced buff. But that's just me. What do you guys think about Doomfist right now? I am so happy to not see him, if I'm gonna be honest, but then again, I'm a little bit of a critique when it comes to how to balance a game. But if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to press that subscribe button and like the video and maybe share it to your friends and stuff like that to help me grow my YouTube channel. I would appreciate that. Anyways, wish you guys have a wonderful day, and maybe I'll see you in the next one. Peace.